Hi, this is Karen Rainford here to talk to you about reflective essays. The purpose of writing a reflective essay is to make personal meaning of the journey that you're on. We would like to understand your goals and further understand how you fit in the profession. We'd like you also to look a little bit beyond yourself and reflect on the larger social, ethical, and professional issues that you will be faced with in this profession. Also, we're using this assignment to introduce APA format. You will need some time, as always, time especially to make a plan. There are resources on the St. Mary's website that are helpful to you, including an article on writing reflective essays and a template for an APA paper. There's also information about the project management profession on the PMI.org website. In the syllabus, you'll find a grading rubric, and finally, you'll need some introspection about yourself and how you fit into the project management profession. In this video, I'm going to differentiate between content and APA format because both are important components of this assignment. First, let's talk about content. Gather your thoughts informally. A good way to do that is sticky notes, emails to yourself, voicemails. One of the best things that you can do is write for 10 minutes without stopping. Don't focus on editing, focus on your message. Tell yourself a story about yourself. Select the most important questions and answers for you personally, and understand project management certification and the project management profession. If you don't understand what you're reading on the PMI website, post your questions on the course discussion board and ask for input from other people in the class. As you go through and look on the web or look at PMI, keep track of those expert sources. Paraphrase what you're reading as you go, and as you take notes, paste the URLs that you visited into your notes so that you can go back and revisit them. Use sources for defining terms and statistics and trends. Basically, it's important to tell us, how do you know what you know? For example, if you say that there are 485,000 project managers, we know that you didn't make that up, so where did that information come from? Finally, organize your content. Just select 3 or 4 major elements for your paper. It's not that long of a paper, and it would be nice to be able to write in depth on several important points. Draft each detailed section for your paper and choose the most important points for each paper. Finally, read through the grading rubric. Look at how the reflective essay is graded. We're looking for evidence of using the approved format, of revising it to a polished state, of doing some self-assessment, kind of synthesizing what you've read with what you know about yourself, and putting your personal emotions in context of professional ethics. Evaluate. How does your content that you've written so far compare to the rubric? Did you discuss your main points and draw conclusions? Did you frame your personal story in the context of project management? Were you objective? Are you done? Or is there more to write? Finally, draft the beginning paragraph where you invite the reader into the project and tell the reader what they can expect to hear. At the end, write a paragraph that summarizes your document and draw some conclusions. The next half that has nothing to do with content is APA format. Make sure that you format your draft as the template is formatted as 12-point Times New Roman. And pasting is easier if you start out writing in 12-point Times New Roman, double-spaced. You can download the Word document from the SMU Writing Center. Make sure that you make a copy and name it for your individual assignment. As you go through APA format, the first thing that you'll need to do is revise the cover page so that it agrees with you personally as opposed to the generic. To edit the running head, make sure that you're in the header area of the paper. Make sure that your running head is concise. 2 or 3 words are plenty. And it shouldn't say running head, it should say my reflections, for example, or whatever, my role as a project manager. Something brief and concise that tells about the paper. Delete the little green box, which tells you how to change things in the paper. Customize the elements of the title block, and save this document because you can reuse it on later papers. Create the body of the paper by pasting in the sections that you wrote previously. But go through and work with some first level section headers and some level 2 subtopic headers. Delete any green boxes that tell you how to deal with levels. Cite your references. We need to know where you got your ideas. Did you rely on the definition of a project manager from the PMBOK guide? If so, on the reference page, we need to see that reference. Where did you get your data about trends and certifications? Make sure that you cite those websites. In terms of citing, there is information on how to cite a website in APA on the Writing Center site to help you cite it in text and on the reference page. That Writing Center just has a number of excellent pieces of information for you. Are you done? How do you know? Well, first, submit it for feedback. I would love to see these early in the week and give you a chance to get some feedback, some suggestions, then revise it, polish it up, and submit it. There is a place to submit it on the Engage website.